weighing in at 185 pounds, he's representing the Academy School of Professional Wrestling, Wyatt Tordsen!
I'm not sure what we just saw there a little bit, Luke, and frankly, it scares me a little bit, but we're back to action.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Brewery Bash 2 here from the Barrel House at Battery State Brewing Company. And boy, oh boy, does Wyatt Tordsen have the match of his life in front of him right now against Brock Hall.
Do you need any more motivation than a potential job on the line? As you saw online, folks, if Wyatt wins this one, he's got a contract coming.
He's in. Now, Brock Hall considers himself to be a top guy. He's been undefeated since his loss against Wyatt on the pre-show over a year ago.
Can you believe it's been a year?
However, he is also undefeated, Wyatt Tordsen.
I'm sure Brock's not the one to hold a grudge. Oh, wait.
Brock Hall, his first ever opponent from Brewery Bash 1.
It all comes full circle at the Bash.
And his opponent, surviving on 3 Mile Island, weighing in at 220 pounds, he is the new generation of violence, the real Brock Hall!
Everything that's old is new and ugly again.
Brock Hall is in the building, ladies and gentlemen, to face Wyatt Tordsen. Like we said, Wyatt Tordsen fighting for a contract here in HWE. There's nothing much more you could want after making a showing on so many of our pre-shows here at HWE, including defeating Brock Hall on the pre-show of Brewery Bash 1. Like you said, everything comes full circle at Hybrid Wrestling Entertainment.
So much motivation for both men on so many different levels. Tordsen obviously fighting for his professional life, wanting that contract, that security, and being part of such an up-and-coming company like Hybrid Wrestling Entertainment. Brock Hall looking to avenge a wrong from a year ago and looking to keep the young guy down just to solve whatever wounded, bleeding ego problems are in that sick, twisted, demented, and a little greasy mind of his. I think the radiation of 3 Mile Island done cooked him a while ago, Luke.
Both of these men on a winning streak here in HWE. And it looks like Wyatt Tordsen's kind of in the best shape of his life. He's put on some muscle. He looks leaner. He looks like he's ready.
And he's going to have to be against an opponent the caliber of the real Brock Hall. Is there anyone dirtier or maybe slimier in the game than Brock Hall these days? Is there any low to which he won't stoop to win a match, to prove a point, to rub somebody out, to take away someone's dream? He lives for moments like that.
The only thing Brock Hall cares about is winning, and he will do it at any cost. And that includes, and it's not limited to, possibly ending the career of Wyatt Tordsen here tonight. But Wyatt Tordsen welcoming his opponent into the ring because he is ready for a fight.
And Brock Hall is like the walking embodiment of pestilence. Death and destruction follows wherever this guy goes.
And this HWE crowd letting Brock Hall know how they feel about him, but he is taking his sweet time. Brock Hall could not care less about what this crowd in Green Bay thinks of him.
There's a lot of shades of gray in the world of pro wrestling. Rarely is there a good versus evil, very clean-cut, easy to distinguish type of match. Look, this is that.
This is easily that, and this crowd, like you just said, getting firmly behind Wyatt immediately. Wyatt Tordsen wins this match. He has a contract here with HWE.
And Brock Hall would be completely embarrassed to drop this match and keep this and get this man employed, make him a full-time part of the HWE roster. He'll do everything he can to squash the man's dream. It's personal for Brock Hall, and it's not like he isn't sleazy, slimy, and evil enough as it is.
We've mentioned this a few times tonight. We've mentioned the Styles Clash, and this is going to be maybe the biggest one of the night. We have Brock Hall, who is so methodical and such a ground and pound, dirty player, and Wyatt Tordsen, high-flying, fast, and he is someone that you can't blink, you're going to miss him. And now both men just sizing each other up.
Everything on the line for Wyatt in this match, along with everything for Brock Hall's ego. Which one's going to give way?
Brock Hall is not deterred by this crowd here because all he cares about is winning. And he's probably going to be looking to do it pretty fast here. And lock up center of the ring.
Here we go.
HWE contract on the line for Wyatt Tordsen, who has made an impact here in HWE. That's why he got this match.
I mean, he's kind of the king of the pre-show, if you will. And like you said, he's been undefeated. Is this his first match on one of the main cards?
I believe it is, Thrill. And that's why he wants to make a statement here, because if he can prove himself against a guy, a veteran like Brock Hall, whether you like him or not, Brock Hall's been around the block more than enough times.
And to be fair, it's not. Nobody likes Brock Hall.
Are you ready or what are we doing? Shut the hell up!
There's an old saying in journalism, if your mother says she loves you, check it out. We checked it out. Brock Hall's mother disavows him completely.
Second lockup here. And Brock Hall is powering Wyatt Tordsen back in the corner. Oh, but a reversal from Wyatt. Getting that quick thinking of Wyatt. And giving Brock Hall a taste of his own medicine there.
Wyatt feeling a little bit confident there early on.
And you're going to need confidence if you want to beat Brock Hall in this matchup. Like you said, everything on the line for Wyatt. You got to do whatever you can to keep the momentum going.
Well, it goes without saying that confidence is necessary to win any wrestling match. But again, with so much on the line for both men, pride versus continued employment, you best be confident.
But you also best be smart. And whether you like it or not, Brock Hall is a smart professional wrestler. He does whatever he can do to get a win.
He calls himself a top guy, and he's not wrong. He hasn't been on the scene this long around here in Wisconsin and other places without being exactly that, a top guy.
And every crowd knows who Brock Hall is wherever he shows up because of the name he's made for himself.
And they all hate him.
And I think Brock Hall kind of revels in that. I think he enjoys that aspect of it. It kind of fuels him to prove himself that, hey, I don't care if you like me. I don't care if you hate me. I'm going to win either way. And now just choking Wyatt in the corner there. Ref Vato getting in there.
The only thing Brock Hall likes more than making his opponent suffer is making the fans suffer. He'll do both tonight if he gets the chance, Luke.
He'll be giddy to do it. Oh, and a clubbing right to Wyatt in the corner there. Make that 2. Well, Wyatt trying to fight back, but man, the power of Brock Hall is just unmatched sometimes. Violence.
Wyatt's in a bad way here. Not a lot of offense so far for the young man. Oh, spoke too soon, because here he comes.
And blocks that right. Gets a right of his own, make that 2. And now Wyatt going for a 3rd, and he gets it. Brock Hall against the ropes now. Not a position we see Brock Hall in very often. Oh, and a chop right to the sternum of Brock Hall.
We heard that back here, and our ears are covered with headsets at the broadcast table, folks.
Oh, and a reversal here from Brock Hall. Oh, and a duck under from Wyatt. Goes to that crossbody, but gets caught by Brock Hall. And let's see if Brock Hall can capitalize. Jaw-jacking with the crowd here. Just holding Wyatt. Oh, and down he goes. The power of Brock Hall just absolutely tossing his opponent.
Yeah, Brock Hall is lacking in the youth department when it comes to this match, but he definitely has power.
And a kick out from Wyatt. First pin attempt of the night here, but a kick out from Wyatt.
And shocker of the night, Brock Hall arguing with El Vato. Who has that in your books?
I think my parlay hit with that one.
Ding, ding, ding.
Oh, and another blatant choke here. But like we say, Brock Hall will do whatever he can to keep the upper hand, and he will take advantage of all 5 of those counts that Ref Vato will give him.
Brock Hall never met a rule he didn't like: to break.
Now Wyatt just trying to get back onto his feet. Oh my gosh, but just the power of Brock Hall, the violence that Brock Hall brings to every matchup. And this crowd letting them know what they think of Brock Hall, as they always do.
And it's not positive. Neither was that shoulder block into the sternum of young Wyatt.
Yeah, Brock Hall has so much power behind every single strike. He always winds up every single punch, every single kick, every single maneuver he does. He has to wind it up to make sure maximum violence in every impact.
Momentum is a force multiplier, and it's a hell of an ally in the squared circle.
I think Brock Hall has broken no more, no less than about 7 rules so far, and we're only about 4 minutes into the matchup.
Oh, shoot, I should have bet the under.
And Brock Hall, he likes to pride himself on not letting the crowd get to him, but he seems to be really interacting with the crowd tonight.
I'm not sure Brock Hall takes pride in anything. And he always seems, in my opinion, seems to get the crowd under his skin and vice versa. He's one of those quote-unquote tortured souls in wrestling. The dude just oozes pure evil.
Yeah, it's a good point, Thrill. It's really hard to watch Brock Hall and just not just feel something towards him, whether it be
It's always negative.
yeah, whether it be disgust or it be hatred. And Brock Hall does not care. You know, keeps control, pulling on the hair of Wyatt to get him up.
If there's one thing he cares about, it's squashing the dream of Wyatt Tordsen in this match.
Oh, swinging neck breaker that impact everything, landing right on the back of the neck and on the shoulders of Tordsen there.
And taking time to congratulate him. This may be the loudest we've heard the Badger State crowd this entire night. They are united in one thing. They don't like Brock Hall.
And Brock Hall is giving his opponent, Wyatt Tordsen, a lot of time here to catch his breath.
And meantime, he's giving the fans a mouthful.
Yeah, I spoke way too soon when I said I usually don't hear Brock Hall get into the crowd this much, but...
And there's the ubiquitous chant against Brock Hall.
Wyatt Tordsen, everything on the line tonight, needs to win this match in order to get an HWE contract.
Struggling to get to his feet, looking at grabbing that neck, but had enough for that punch.
Brock Hall gave him a lot of time to catch his breath and get his wits about him, and now Wyatt needs to capitalize after that strike. Oh, and make that 2 strikes.
There's that windup in the pitch you're talking about. It's definitely delivering a blow to the face of the real Brock Hall. Look at that one!
Oh, a flying punch there. And now Wyatt Tordsen staying on his feet, trying to sweep the legs out from Brock, kicking the legs, kicking the thighs.
Makes sense, chopped on the trunk.
Beautiful jumping enziguri there. Wow, the height that Tordsen got there, even after the punishment was
Brock
taken.
Hall is staggering right now, Luke. He's not sure where he is.
Incredible athleticism from Tordsen. And here he comes with that flying uppercut, trying to get the crowd behind him.
That elbow into the neck there, that stunned Brock.
He can feel it. He can feel his HWE contract. Oh my goodness, that running clothesline from Brock Hall. That was right on the money, perfectly executed there from the vet Brock Hall.
Hall might have been playing possum just a little bit there. I thought he was stunned, but he comes out with that big old roaring elbow in and knocks down the challenger.
Man, nothing silences a crowd like Brock Hall gaining the advantage.
No doubt about it.
Oh, and there's the X Factor. Brock Hall has won every single match he's had with that X Factor.
Right,
and this might be it right here. Wyatt Tordsen.
That's got to be it.
And, oh my goodness, he kicked out.
Has that ever happened before in HWE?
I'm not sure it has. I don't think it has. Wyatt Tordsen kicking out of the X Factor here. He knows that everything is on the line.
So what the heck is Brock Hall going to do now if his normal match ender doesn't end the match? Where the hell does that sick, twisted mind come from? Oh, it goes to Burnage.
It goes to the green chair. We saw some signature gear from Ghetto Gear Solid earlier, and now, of course, Brock Hall's signature puke green chair.
Which is exactly what the fans want to do when they see him. You've seen him swing this before, Luke. It always ends badly.
Just sizing up Wyatt Tordsen, and Brock Hall knows if he does this, he loses. Oh, but Ref Vato getting right in there.
Vato laying down the law and not allowing the chair to be used.
And here comes Wyatt with the cutter. Down goes Hall.
Brock Hall is out. Wyatt's trying to cover.
This might be it. Does Wyatt have a contract? Oh, and that is a kick out. I thought that was 3. I think everybody in this room thought that was 3.
Vato says it's a 2. Hall must have got that shoulder up at the last second. Veteran savvy. But Wyatt's not done. He's got to keep his foot on the gas. Looks like he's doing just that.
Wyatt knows this is it. He needs to capitalize. Going to the high rent district, top rope. Oh, smart move there. Lands on his feet, rolls through. Oh, goodness. Down goes Tordsen.
Big jawbreaker there by the real Brock Hall.
And that's what Brock needed to do to get the momentum back into his corner. But he's not capitalizing here again. Giving Wyatt a good amount of time to breathe.
If there's one thing that Brock Hall is known for, it's taking time in his matches, drawing things out and jaw-jacking at everybody. First it was Wyatt, then it's the fans. Now he's sizing him up for his next move. But we may be in uncharted territory here with Brock Hall. He's used to matches being over once he lands that X Factor. We've never been in a spot before where he's hit that, and he's still fighting.
Brock Hall is ready to finish this matchup right here and right now. He wants to end the career of Wyatt Tordsen. Going for that unprettier. Has Wyatt. But Wyatt slips out. Oh, almost throws right into Ref Vato. But Vato just got out of the way there.
He flash rolled in.
Oh, and now Wyatt almost into Vato. On a roll up here. But it looks like he's got the tights. Oh, but he kicks out.
Hard to see from this angle, but it would be very much in line with how he works.
Oh, what a beautiful maneuver there from Tordsen. Tordsen, and that's 3!
He had the tights, but it worked!
Wyatt Tordsen!
And that is a tit for tat, ladies and gentlemen. Wyatt Tordsen defeating Brock Hall, and now he has a contract.
You live by the shenanigans, you die by the shenanigans. Brock Hall pleading his case to Vato, saying the tights were grabbed. He may have a case. We'll have to check the replays on that one, folks. But Wyatt did what he had to do.
Brock Hall cannot believe it. But like we said, I think it was just a little bit of revenge from Brock Hall, taking advantage more than one time in this matchup. Wyatt saw an opening and he took it.
No, it ain't just a little, Luke. It's a lot. And look at Brock Hall. He is absolutely incensed. Going after our poor ring announcer.
He is absolutely fired up. It's not the ring announcer's fault. Brock Hall is absolutely livid. He is livid right now.
He's yelling at us. He's yelling at the ring announcer. He's yelling at everybody. Find a mirror to yell at, kid.
Not to take anything away from Wyatt Tordsen, he has won himself a contract here at HWE. What a showing from Wyatt.
I can't say I blame Tordsen at all. You do what you have to do when your employment is on the line. To be part of this company, you do anything. He did what he had to do. He slayed that demon from a year ago. He beat Brock Hall. He's a full-time member of this company. Kudos to him at this point. Who cares how he did it? He got the job done.
He's proven himself time and time again, and now he is one of us. Welcome to HWE, Wyatt Tordsen.